What's going on, guys? My name is Tyler Glennon. If you don't know who I am, last year I was able to learn how to sell insurance. This year I want to teach people how to sell insurance so people can get the benefits of selling insurance. I'm working in the financial services space. Guys, like, subscribe, comment if you feel like it. And guys, if this video helps you out, share it with a friend. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is Tyler_Glennon. Just blasting out content, trying to have fun with it, trying to help people be able to get to where I am in a shorter amount of time, right? All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about just simply how to win in insurance, but really like the truth about selling life insurance. And the reason that I'm making this video today is just because yesterday I had a conversation with one of the agents on my team, and he's telling me, I just need to be around people that are playing the game the right way, who see the bigger picture opportunity, who want to be in this for 3 to 5 years and really like build something. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you saying this? Like, what happened? And he's like, some of the guys that I've been communicating with are like jumping from this piece of the industry to like trying to sell this new product, to trying to build a team, to going back to selling the other product, and they're just hopping around from thing to thing inside the space, and they're not getting anywhere, and they don't see that it's a long-term game. They're trying to find that quick hit, and he's like, it's frustrating because like if I was just following their lead, then I wouldn't be getting anywhere, right? So in my mind, the longer that we play the game, the more that it's the truth. The longer that we play the game, the more that we're gonna make. The more recurring money that we're gonna have, the more skills we're gonna be able to develop to be able to make more. The higher our compensation is gonna be so we can make more per sale. We're gonna be able to build and grow a team and an agency the longer time that we're inside the space, the more that we're gonna learn in that end of things too. So like the only thing that's holding people back in this industry from being successful is doing it longer. Most people try to come in and they try to make a ton of money the first month. They try to get on the phones and they're like, man, these people are tough to talk to. But it's like, no, you're just not good enough to be able to make money. You underestimated the amount of effort it was going to take to become great, right? Financial services industry, everyone knows it's like produce the most millionaires ever, right? Well, like, you don't just sign up to become a millionaire. You have to do a lot of work. You got to learn a lot, and you got to implement new decisions into your business and get better and smarter as time goes on, right? So there's 3 points that I'm going to go over, and they're freaking hacks to being long-term successful inside the financial services space. And these are things that I practice, that I do, that I tell everybody to do as well, and they're very, very important. So, guys, the first one is going to be don't join to get rich, like in the next 30 to 60, 90 days, right? Like, we're not trying to make $1 million in the next 30 days. Like, I'm trying to build a system that's going to be able to produce me more money. Yes, but I'm not going to be able to do that in a short amount of time. If I'm brand new in the industry, my expectation is I'm learning. Like my first 6 months, man, like I'm trying to make money, absolutely. I'm trying to build this thing the right way, absolutely. But like it's a completely new industry. How in the world am I going to expect to just come in and kill it, crush it, smash everybody in the first 6 months? Like I need to learn. I need to gather all this new information, and then I can start to execute and make really, really good decisions because now I'm so much smarter than I was when I got into it, right? So we're not joining to just try to like, follow that sales pitch of like, you can make 50 grand a month. Like, no, like you can do that, but you don't want to come in with the expectation that that's how it's going to be, because the second that you get kicked in the teeth, you're like, this isn't worth it. I don't see how I'm going to be able to make that. But it's like, if I just come in with the attitude of learning, I'm going to set myself up to be okay with failing. And failing is actually like, it's not a bad thing, especially in business. Like I'm going to learn. And every single time I come across a new opportunity, a new tough thing, a new hardship that's inside the business, I'm like, cool. I didn't know something prior, and now I know that thing because I went through it, and I can take that knowledge, and now I can be smarter. That's not going to happen again. Now I'm more educated. I'm ready for that now. Now I can like block that from happening again, right? So the more time goes on, the more we're going to be able to do that, okay? The second thing, guys, is just play the long game. I'm going to go over some numbers and some different adjustments that happen as you spend time inside the financial services industry. The first thing is you're going to get reoccurring payments. That means that for us at Real Financial, at least the way that our pay structure works, is the first commission that we get is a 75% advance of our actual commission. So we get 25% of our commission in months 10, 11, and 12. If you can just make it 10, 11, 12 months, your income automatically goes up by 25%. Okay? We own our own book of business, so we get renewals. At Real Financial, if you produce consistently, your compensation goes up so you make more per sale. If you play the long game and you're in the business for a while, you have the opportunity to not only get people given to you onto your team by Brad, that's Real Financial only, but you also can build an agency. And as the more time goes, the more you're going to understand how to do that. So if you spend a lot of time in the industry and you spend a lot of time in Real Financial, right, you're going to be able to start building an agency. So now we're not making money from just our 75% payout. Now we're making money from our 75% payout. We're making money from our back end 25% that are coming through. We're making money from our renewals. We're making money from overrides on that first 75%. And then we're going to get back end 25% payouts on our overrides, and we're going to get paid out for renewals from the agents that we train and develop. So there's so much more opportunity the longer you play the game. And if you're committed to the long game, you will reap way bigger rewards. And your compensation will go up. Can't remember if I said that one, but there's way more opportunity as time goes on. And so this is a crazy thing too. Like when I got started, I was selling, I was trying to sell a policy. And once I figured out how to sell a policy, it was like, all right, I'm going to try to sell one a day. And then it was like I was selling one every other day. And then a week went by and I was selling one a day. And then a couple more weeks went by and I was selling like 1 to 2 a day, right? And constantly, my threshold for the amount of output that I was giving, the amount of output that I had, I'm just going to restart that sentence. Constantly, my threshold for the amount that I was able to output increased over time because I spent more time doing it. I learned so much more. I was so much smarter. I was more able, and I could take on more because of the experience that I had now. So again, it just came down to the time that I was putting in. As time went on, my threshold and my output increased. I could start to do more. So when we play the long game, we're able to start to sell, I'm going to give you an example of an agent, right? Agent comes in, takes him 30 days to get up to speed, and 30 days, now he's selling a policy every other day. That agent in the next 15 days figures out how to sell a policy every day. After every single day, now he's selling 1 to 2 policies a day. Okay, great. Now at this point in time, I'm starting to think, what do I need to do to start building my actual business? Where else can I put my time? Because at a certain point, I want to start working on the higher leverage opportunity, right? Maybe I get to 2 policies a day. Maybe I get to 1 to 2 policies a day. And now I'm like, all right, how do I start building? How do I start recruiting? How do I start training more people to be able to build a real business? What can I outsource? What can I delegate? And now you're starting to really get in the rhythm of building an actual business, okay? So the longevity and the more time you put into it, the more educated you get. You're like a sponge, and the just more water you're soaking up as time goes on, and then the more you're able to squeeze back out, right? Think about that. All right, guys. And the third piece here, it kind of ties into the things I'm already talking about, but it's just always be learning. It's a little saying and a phrase that I like now. It's ABL, always be learning. We're always learning. Hardship comes, cool, what can I take away from it? If it's a part of the mission and I got to get through this, I need to learn something from it. I don't care if it's you go through some crazy situations and you're in a super tight spot or tough spot, your business is falling apart. Where am I right now? What can I take away from my past experiences? How can it make me better? Because I'm not leaving the industry. I'm not going anywhere. This is it. So I need to take good things away from all the experience that I have rather than blaming the industry, blaming the leads, saying how crappy this is, right? I'm not going to be able to get deep into the business and start to reap those long-term rewards if that's my attitude. So my attitude always, ABL baby, always be learning. Anything that comes my way, hardship, good things, bad experience with, maybe I messed up and I didn't do something the right way and I'm paying the price for that, right? Like, I don't know what it is, it could be anything, but always be learning. Take more away from the situations, and then you step back and you go, all right, we're going to avoid that going forward. That's not going to happen again because now I know to expect that. Now I can be better, right? So take everything as a learning lesson so we can be more prepared, more educated, and we can make better decisions rather than pointing the finger blaming about why this doesn't work, because that won't get you anywhere. And if your goal is to create a high-level income, if your goal is to create wealth, then leaving this industry and going to another spot is only going to set you back at ground floor to start learning a new industry again. You're already here. You might as well just continue to learn and make better decisions and really start to build the business that you want, right? And guys, these 3 points are very, very important. These are things that I talk to agents all the time about. These are things that I try to keep in the forefront of my mind as I make decisions and as I'm going through stuff in my business. And it's helped me see more clearly about what I'm building here, because it's not just about today. It's about the long game of this industry. The longer that we stay in it, the more money we make. The longer that we stay in it, the better we get. The longer that we stay in it, the more educated we get. and the better decisions we can make, which in turn gives us a higher ROI on our time. So guys, I hope that this video helps you guys. If it does, share it with a friend, like, subscribe. And if you guys want any more info on Real Financial, shoot me a text, 610-235-3037. And guys, follow me on Instagram, Tyler_Glennon. If you guys need anything, be happy to help you out and play the long game. Don't be in it for a quick hit to get rich.